Sinech ite.
We do the talk
Inside Talk. Sinech ite.
We do the talk
Inside Talk.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, bestie.
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 Bestie. It's me, Joshi.
I'm Melly Chi.
And now we're ready to serve some tea.
Ooh, clink.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today?
I'm good, actually. Look at my
Yeah.
glitters.
Ooh, it's glowing.
It's
giving
glowing.
superstar. It's giving I came to give. And she
bestie.
did.
Yes, bestie. How about you, bestie? How are you, bestie?
I'm alright. You know, I had so much fun at our podcast yesterday.
Okay.
I feel like it's getting better and better. Like, we're new to this
It
podcast
does.
thing.
It does. And
Is it getting better and better?
it's getting better and better. And I actually, after nating mag-podcast, we record and everything.
Yeah.
I watched it after, and girl, I enjoyed watching it.
You enjoyed watching your own podcast.
Yeah,
This
I
is how
enjoyed-
you see that it's good. You yourself
Yeah.
enjoy watching yourself.
Do you watch our podcast?
You know, I cringe a little, so I try not to.
No.
Dude, no, for real. Like
Okay.
when I hear my own voice, I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this, but like, I will, obviously, because I have to take some snippets and post for my people on TikTok. Yars.
Okay.
Anyways, other than that, I'm fine. You know, it's a little cold, but it's all right.
It's all right. We could handle a little
We
bit
can handle the
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
How's your day going? Like, how did Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday?
It's Thursday.
How did Thursday
It's a
go
Thursday.
for Josh?
Well, other than me being shadow banned on TikTok.
Oh, not shadow banned. Seriously, since when?
I don't know, girl. It's been days.
People, help a bitch out. Like, go to Josh's TikTok. Is it?
Yeah.
Go to Josh's TikTok and hype him up. Like, share, comment, and follow him if you don't already follow him.
Yeah,
so you can help the algorithm. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
it's
messed
really
up.
embarrassing though. I have like 1.3 million followers.
Dude, over here too. Like, it's difficult for all of it. Like,
and
so
and
sad.
our engagement are just like
It's a-
1,000 views.
It's please stop.
200 likes.
Help us out. What is this?
It's embarrassing.
Do you want to give us a little recap of what we talked about last time?
Oh sure.
Since you
For the
watched
last
the
episode,
Yeah.
we talked about, so is it still cheating if?
Ooh.
And we talk about like certain situations
Yeah.
where we deliberated if it's cheating.
Yeah.
Like for example, if your ex is dating the girl that he said not to worry about.
Oh. Don't remind me of that one.
Oh.
Don't remind me of that one.
Uh-huh.
I don't even want to be
It
triggered
triggers,
again.
huh?
I don't want to be triggered again.
Like how
but for real.
how we knew about the micro cheating.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
how we explained about the micro cheating
Yeah.
and everything. You know.
And how, like, we understood that, like, cheating is not only physical, it could also be emotional.
Emotional.
And so, if you guys are clinging on I didn't do it, I didn't, like, actually do anything physical with this person, you're wrong. It's still cheating.
It's
It is
still
still
cheating.
cheating, very much
If there's
so.
emotions involved,
Yeah.
it's considered cheating,
But
girl.
let me tell you something, bestie.
What is it,
If
bestie?
you want to know more, no, bestie over here.
Oh.
So if you want to know more, if you want to know more about like the topic, obviously we gave you a little rundown about it. So like those are the key points. But if you want to know other people's tea, you know, they spilled some tea on Twitter, so we read them and we kind of discussed what we thought was cheating, what we thought wasn't cheating. Go back to our second episode. Is it? Was it our
Yeah.
second episode?
About what?
The cheating. Or
It's
was
a
that a
third.
third? Oh my God, it's moving so fast.
This is our fourth
This is our
episode.
fourth episode?
This is our
Oh
fourth
my God,
episode.
Missy, to our fourth episode. Clink. No, but for real, go over to our third episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, and watch it and see if you like the concept of it, so we can do a little bit more of it. And write your opinions down in the comments down below. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. Write your opinions on the comment section down below. Also,
For
today,
today's episode, we're
right.
gonna talk about Bestie.
Bestie.
That's racist.
Bestie, that's racist.
Yeah.
Bestie, that is racist.
That is
It is a
racist.
little bit of a scary topic.
It is a sensitive topic to be tackled.
Yeah.
But this is no taboos.
This is no taboos, baby. We're not supposed to have any taboos in this program. It's literally on the title. It's literally on the
It's
title.
literally period.
Do you want to define it, or should I do it for you?
Well,
should
I researched what racism means, so that
Okay.
this is like the safe definition. So
Okay.
racism, also called as racialism, is the belief that humans may be divided into separate and exclusive biological entities called races. That there is a causal link between inherited physical traits and traits of personality, intellect, morality, and other cultural and behavioral features, and that some races are innately superior to others.
In layman's terms, one race is better than the other.
Yeah.
And
basically.
they truly believe that. And they truly, truly believe that.
Yeah.
And so today we're going to discuss not only racism, because when you talk about racism, when I, at least in the Philippines, in Asia, talk about racism, people look at me and they're like, oh, there goes this black girl again complaining. Racism is not only towards black people. Racism is literally towards every race. Hello. So, no, for real. Because like,
That's
I get
why
so
it's called
frustrated.
racism,
Hello.
because it's every race.
Every race, baby. Like it's so frustrating. I find it so frustrating because like I talk about racism and people go, "Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, it doesn't exist in this day and age."
It
I'm just
does.
like, "Broski, what do you mean it doesn't exist in this day and age? And what do you mean like the way they defend it is it's as if your brothers and sisters, your Asian brothers and sisters are not going through it outside of the country. You're in the safe zone and so you believe that it doesn't exist, but people that are outside suffering, people that are
Yeah.
outside like the expats will tell you their stories.
Yeah.
They will. And so it's very frustrating to hear
Like what quote were you always saying that every thumb is a finger, but
Right.
not every finger is a thumb.
the rule of thumb. That's the
Yeah.
rule of thumb.
Yeah,
like
just because you do not experience it
doesn't
mean that they do not experience it.
well, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Anywho's, I heard you have some articles, some some things you brought up, or some things you researched on the internet about like racist encounters of people
Asian.
outside of the country. Oh,
Like
Asians.
Oh,
Asians. Okay.
Yeah,
so
because-
racist encounters towards Asians.
yeah. I would represent Asian, and you
Ooh.
would represent the
Let's go.
African.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I researched, and this is from this is from United Nations Human Rights.
Okay.
Mhm.
They
They
published
s-
it.
Yeah, they
Okay.
published it, and they said that after the COVID-19 pandemic,
Yeah.
they saw a rise of attacks, both verbal and physical, from Asian people just because of the
And I think we've all seen that on TikTok.
we really see
We've all seen it on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you were, wherever you're most present on social media. You've 100% seen what has happened to the Asian community. I'm so sorry. What has happened to the Asian community during the pandemic because of something. I don't even know who started it. I don't know why it started. And I'm not gonna get into it because, well, I do have some opinions, but I'm not gonna get into it because it's gonna be a long ass conversation, and that's not the point. But the point is that it's very sad that you had to go through it in the first place. People that have gone through it, it's very sad that you had to go through it in the first place. Cause like, imagine you're just living your merry life. You're just go to the supermarket, and then someone comes and like yells at you and says, "Go back to your country. You brought COVID into." Sorry, what? What do you mean?
Your race started the no.
You're the
your
one who
race-
started the.
Oh, excuse me.
Broski,
I was
I'm
just
just
living.
shopping.
I'm
Sorry.
just living my life.
Just living my life. I'm just trying to do my
Bestie.
very best, Bestie. Bestie,
Bestie.
do you believe these people?
I cannot believe
To be very honest with you, I
what
don't
kind of
understand.
mindset do they have.
I don't
The-
understand. I don't understand where it comes from. It's so much hatred,
Yeah.
bestie. It's so much hatred that I don't understand what fuels it.
Maybe
you know?
it's I know. Maybe it's because of the privilege. I think.
What is that?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it.
What did you say? No, what was the word you said?
Privilege.
It's the way you pronounce. Because I was like, what is that word?
Privilege.
Privilege. Yes, I know what privilege is. You
Yeah.
pronounced it privilege. And
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? What village is that? Okay. And I'm sorry. Bestie, I'm sorry. Anyways,
Bestie.
point is, 100% it's messed up. We all agree that it's messed up. And it's been happening not ever since the pandemic. It has been, I think, viewed more by people since the pandemic because of the internet, because of TikTok. TikTok
Maybe,
has
yeah.
amplified the way we see things because of the amount of scrolls that we do per day, because of the
Yeah.
amount of content that is exposed to us per day.
Yeah,
but really
and those
truly,
contents are just limited.
it's limited.
It's really
and
limited.
imagine what goes around the world, like what really happens. Imagine what used to happen before. That's what I'm saying. It's not limited to the COVID, the pandemic, or before after the pandemic. Because before that, you would see people do say racial slurs towards Asian people, correct?
Yeah. Ching chong,
Eh,
like that.
That type of thing, which is what is that even? Are you stupid? Like, and then they would do like some gesture, the hand gesture towards the eyes. You guys know what it is. Oh, please don't.
Like that.
But yes, kind of like
like
that.
this, but
And it's so frustrating.
it is.
It's frustrating because, like, what does that even mean? What are you trying to say? Yeah, I have different features, so what is that?
I
What
was
is-
born this way.
I was
so
born this way, so I
I
have
s-
dark
I was
skin,
taught-
so
I was taught this kind of language, so
they will literally bully you because of the language you
yeah.
speak.
Even when it comes to food,
They will literally bully you.
even when it comes to food,
Yeah.
in my culture, that this kind of food, it's a little bit stinky, but
Yeah.
it's yummy, it's
Yeah.
delicious. But when it comes to the foreign people, it's
Yeah.
oh my god, that's so stinky. What the hell are you? No, what
Well,
the hell are you eating?
Yeah, let's not hate on people's food. I mean, we could have preferences, but let's not hate on people's food. Let's not hate on people's cultures. Let's not hate on people, period.
Period.
That is not how it's supposed to do. Because, like, what's the point of, like, being united and loving each other and sharing all this love on the internet if behind closed doors you're going to be like, oh, you know, your features are kind of weird, you should get surgery. Or, oh my God, you look so much better with straight hair. Bestie, that's racist. Bestie, I'm sorry to say, but that is low-key racist. Leave me alone. If my hair grows out of my scalp like this, let it be. If I choose to wear wigs that are like curlier or less
straighter
curlier or
or
straighter or
lesser
whatever,
volume.
that is my prerogative. That is my decision. That is my choice. You are no one to say, hey, it looks better on you. You're telling me
Yeah.
that the hair that grows out of my scalp, it doesn't look good? I know that that's not what most of you are trying to say, but that's how it comes across. And so I'm kind of running away from the topic a little bit here. So we're going back to Asian hate. No, it's
Relax,
true.
bestie.
I'm sorry, bestie.
I'm noticing that this kind of topic is really triggering you. And
It
relax,
kinda-
we're here
kinda.
to tackle.
I'm sorry.
And we're here to educate.
I'm sorry,
them.
bestie. Thank you, bestie.
Okay, bestie.
Clink.
We can.
Yeah. Anywho's, what other incidents do you have?
Oh,
for us?
there's another incident where when I read it,
Yeah.
it was like a heartbreaking experience because here in one incident,
Yeah.
a 54-year-old woman,
Yeah.
a woman
Yeah.
walking home in the Lower East Side was struck in the face with a metal pipe.
Metal?
Metal pipe. Metal pipe.
For what?
The suspect was reportedly heard saying, "I came here to up Asians." Just because she's Asian.
You're joking.
I am not. This is from theeconomist.com.
You're
This was on
joking.
2021.
You're joking. People.
My
For
goodness.
what? You do this for what?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know what it's fueled by. I honestly, truly, truly do not know what. I don't understand what it is fueled by.
I even don't understand why do
Because-
they assert to violence
Yeah.
when when people are just like walking towards their
But imagine you're just
shelter.
walking, you're randomly walking, and then someone
Yeah.
comes and then doop on the ground for no reason. I'm sorry, auntie.
There are certain circumstances that they. Oh, this. I cannot tell.
No, what?
Like there are certain circumstances that the people inside the law
Yeah.
are like. Mm, how do I say this?
You got this, Bessie.
How do I
believe in
say
you.
this? Parang dun pa sila pumapanig sa mga ano. Dun pa sila pumapanig sa may sala just because they also hate the victim.
I don't understand what that means.
They side with the suspect just
Yeah.
because they also hate the victim.
Yes. That is seen very much, especially in the States, I've seen.
See?
Especially in the States. They'll ignore certain issues. They'll ignore certain problems and certain, what is it called? Certain
You got this,
aggressions.
Bestie.
Payback. So they'll ignore certain acts of violence towards people just because they too are racist. And they don't want to believe that, and they don't want to. They don't want
They
to
don't want to
understand
accept
that, they wanna
that they're
accept
racist.
that. A lot of people are in denial of their racism.
Yeah.
Bestie. A lot of people are in denial about their racism. There are a lot of things that I'm sorry. I actually should have done this. I should have written down things, small little things that I have experienced here that people don't really understand is racism, but in fact is. And so maybe next time with the recap and everything, we can talk a little bit more about that, or maybe we can make a second episode if you guys enjoy this one about racism, and maybe I can tackle that.
Yeah.
However, that is absolutely ridiculous, and it's true. A lot of people will cowardly hide and be like, hey, I didn't see anything. But they
Yeah.
really did.
And sometimes they create like reason that are very far from what happened.
100%,
just to cover
defend.
that certain incident.
100%. 100%. Anyways, do
Oh
we
my
have
goodness.
another? Do we have more?
Here, I have about a third of Asian Americans say that they have changed their daily routine due to concerns over threats and attacks from foreign people. This is by Luis Noe Bustamante, Neil G. Ruiz, Mark Hugo Lopez, and Kadiha Edwards. Oh my God. Imagine if you would change your daily routine just because you feel unsafe.
Really and truly, I don't know how to approach this. I don't know how to
Same.
approach this because it's not like I feel like a little bit I've gone through it because I had to you kind of have to cower a little. You have to kind of be a coward because you fear
Coward?
yeah.
Can you explain me what coward?
Like a scaredy cat. Like you have to yeah. So you kind of have to be a coward about it and like not face certain people or not say certain things because you're scared for your safety. In fact, I have a story that I'll tell you guys about like, but towards the end I'll tell my experience so that like I don't cry now. This is supposed to be lively. Let's keep it together. Right.
All right.
Anywho's,
But imagine you just
but that's
change
insane.
your. It really is insane.
That's insane.
It really is insane. How unfair it is to some other people that
Yeah.
they experience this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is really unbelievable, and some people need to change that.
Oh, well, everyone needs
Everyone
to
needs to change that.
Everyone
Even
needs to change.
and it should start. And it should start with the law.
Bestie, yes.
Yes.
100%. Because those are the people that are
100%.
supposed to be protecting
Yeah.
us. Those are literally the people that are supposed to be protecting us.
Yeah.
So a while back, I made a video on YouTube, and the title was asking Filipinos, just random questions about like black people, what they knew, what they didn't know, whether they should or shouldn't say the N-word, just to see where their minds were at and where like I was kind of making a census about it. And so I got quite a few comments, bestie. And a lot of them were positive. A lot of them were like, oh my God, beautiful. We love black people. When we see black people, this and that. It was very positive. I felt loved.
Okay,
Yada,
okay.
yada, yada.
This
But
is
of
from your
course,
vlog, right?
This is from my vlog. Please watch it on Melly Safe Space. Thank you very much. And so some of the comments were also very negative.
Ooh.
Some were worse than others, but I'm gonna read quite a few, and then we're gonna discuss it like we did on the last episode. Okay. So one of the comments says, honestly, other people here in the Philippines, when they see dark-skinned people, they will tease and bully you. When it's dark-skinned, they think that you're ugly. When you're white-skinned, they'll think that you're beautiful. That's the truth about Filipinos, and that's what I've experienced. That kind of bullying I know very well. There is also many people that in the Philippines who will really accept you and love you, but this is inevitable that they will say something specifically to hurt you or about like your white skin or not having white skin. Not that it's insulting our country or my country. This is probably a Filipino person speaking. It's in the best of course. In the best way, of course, just like a normal country, it is human nature to judge, and that's my opinion, actually based on my experience. So this person has experienced, not experienced, but seen that racism has been happening in the Philippines. Because a lot of comments, because the main question was, do you think there's racism in the Philippines? And a lot of comments were like, no, absolutely not. There's no such thing as racism in the Philippines. People here in the Philippines are so nice. Everyone loves everyone. It's okay. Like, it's possible to be nice and have people that also hate you.
Yeah.
It's possible to have people that will, like, just because you're kind or you're considered kind by everybody else doesn't mean that people
Doesn't mean that they are
aren't
not
racist
racist.
is here as well. There's so many people that have experienced it, and what I don't understand is the amount of people that have experienced it and spoken up about it aren't even enough. Like, there are a lot, but to people, apparently, they're not enough for people to understand that yes, there is racism here.
Yeah.
I go through racism here. A lot of people that I know go through racism here. And
Yeah.
so I
A
don't
lot.
understand.
And when we were like getting to know each other,
Yeah.
you told me that there are certain parts here in Manila
Yeah.
that are very racist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%. There.
And when I heard the comment that you've read, that is also the common problem here in the Philippines, where the beauty standard is white skin.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I love how like self-aware this person is, because they understand that, hey, you know, my people will love you. They're nice, they're kind, whatever. But also we need to accept that the beauty standard here is light skinned or fair.
Yeah.
You need to have straight hair. You need to, it's kind of, you know, it's very Eurocentric. And so when you look at people like me, sure, a few will be like, oh, that's pretty, you're this and that, but others will be annoyed by my presence.
Yeah.
Other people will
Just
be
because your
infuriated.
skin is dark.
Exactly. And I honestly don't understand why people think it's not a thing when it's been happening time and time again. And an example of it, not racism, but colorism, is what? It's in its highest level in the Philippines. So if colorism is a thing, why can't racism be a thing? If
See?
someone that's slightly darker than you is already discriminated on, how much more a person that's actually dark? How much someone that is actually black? How much someone that is coming from Africa? Not that people that come from Africa are super, super dark. I'm just saying, just because they came from Africa, they already suffer discrimination on its own.
I mean,
so-
even in here, the colorism is
Yeah.
very, very, I know, here in the Philippines. Like, even me, and when I was a child, I experienced that kind of bully. Oh my God, ang itim mo. Oh my God, you're so
Yeah.
very dark.
No. Bestie,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Bestie. Are
Even
you
my
serious?
mom.
Bestie, you're joking.
Yeah. Even my mom bullied me.
Not the...
I promise you.
No, because this is not crazy, because back home, aunties will bully me too. They'd like bully their little offsprings or whatever, or their little cousins or little nieces and nephews, and be like, "Oh, were you spending too much time in the sun? You got a little dark. What's wrong?"
Yeah.
The same way they'll talk to you about like your weight.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh my God, you're eating too
You're
much.
eating
You're
too
getting
much.
too fat."
You're
Oh,
getting-
wow.
oh.
Like side comments like that by those aunties. Guys, you're building
It
people's
hurt.
insecurities.
Yeah,
You're supposed
actually.
to be on my side. What the hell?
We're supposed to be family.
We're supposed to be family. Help me. Don't destroy me.
Yeah.
Don't destroy myself.
Even when people tell you like, oh, napabayaan ka sa kusina.
What is that?
Do you know that? Oh, people just like left you in the kitchen to eat. Yeah.
Because you're overcooked.
Huh.
That is so
No, no,
sad.
not the overcooked, but about the weight.
Oh, you see this.
Bestie.
That's hilarious. I'm so sorry. That is
But
very
about
funny.
the skin,
That
like
is-
also in the inside the family, people tend to bully those
yeah.
those children that are dark skinned. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true, and it's very sad.
It
Um,
is.
Let's see another comment.
Go bestie.
The other comment is from a lovely girl. She said, I had a best friend who is in the black race in the past, and we were the closest best friends. And, I'm so sorry. I didn't pre-read this. Because of the best friends that there is. Oh, okay. She's
Okay.
saying I had a best friend, and we were the closest best friends that there is, like that they were ever the closest best friends, right?
Okay,
Cool. And the only thing that separated us was destiny itself, because she moved when I came to Manila. She moved away to a different place, and I miss her so much. And she was my favorite person in the world. Now, this is a cute comment. I just wanted to show, because like it'll seem like we're attacking people. I don't want it to seem like I only got hate comments on this video. I didn't. I got really nice comments. I got to see how people build friendships with other ethnicities and other races.
Like how the both of
Hey,
us. are.
bestie. No, it's clink. Clink. Yes, exactly. And so I love how we keep forgetting, but it's literally our trademark. It's so cute. I
Ay.
find it so cute. Do you know what I also find refreshing about this comment?
About what?
About this comment. A lot of people also commented on this video and said, Melly, I am friends with a black person, or I always wanted to be friends with a black person because you guys are so cool and you're so tall and you can play this and and I'm just like, are you friends with us because we can do things? That doesn't make sense to me. No, because and this is why this is genuinely refreshing, because it's true. No, it happens a lot, Cause listen, if you're friends with me cause black people can dance and have rhythm, you're losing. Like, this
Do
is
you
a
have
losing
rhythm?
battle. This is what I'm saying. It's a losing battle. It's a losing battle, because if you're like, oh my god, all black
Yeah.
people can dance and you guys have awesome rhythm and you guys are so cool and blah blah blah, it's not gonna happen. I have no rhythm whatsoever, and so like this is why I say,
I could.
okay,
I second the motion.
bestie, I hate you. Stop it. Clink. No, but for real, this seems like a
Okay.
genuine friendship that they created, and it wasn't because.
So this
oh,
signifies that not all people
Yeah.
are racist, but racism is very like active here in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's see another comment that
Go,
like kind
bestie.
of that kind of supports that argument. Let's see. I'm sorry.
You can do this, Bessie. I know you can do this. Bessie, let's go.
It says, I was actually nervous about this one. To be honest, many Filipinos are racist without knowing that they're racist. And yes, ignorance
See?
at its best.
Ignorance.
I'm glad many of our countrymen still stand up against racism.
See?
I'm glad. You know, this is why I said a lot
Ignorance
of
at its finest.
yeah. A lot of people were like, oh, you know, it doesn't exist. This is why there are a lot of comments like this, because a lot of people kept saying, dude, we're so nice in the Philippines.
Yeah,
we're so
because
kind.
they're so
we're so
they're
this and that."
so their mind is so clogged up of
Yeah.
like the idea of it's more fun in the Philippines where people are so like hospitable.
Yeah.
Like every foreign Filipino are like you know, very kind to the foreigners, to the tourists.
And I get that, because like in
But not
comparison,
all Filipinos are like that.
Because in
Yeah.
comparison, bestie, in comparison, and I keep talking to what's this? Who's this? Ward, for some reason. I
Ward?
I keep having this conversation with Ward, whereby like I'm like, dude, people here, if they were to go to, let's say, Europe, they'll think people are rude and you know, stuck up and this and that, and you know, maybe sure, some of them, a lot of them are, but that's just how they operate. And so when people from other countries and other continents come to like Asia or the Philippines specifically, they find you guys very kind and very hospitable, because people out there are very straight to the point, very direct, very no bullshit, very, it's true. It's, what is that face? It's true. And so that's the difference between the Philippines and other countries. You guys are super kind. And we have to admit it. You guys are super kind. In comparison, you guys are super kind. You guys are very hospitable. There's no country that can compare.
Di ka sure.
No, it's true. There are a lot of people that like that
That are
will-
kind.
yeah.
Yeah.
You come here and it's a completely different vibe. And so,
Mhm.
anywho's,
So I have another story
go tell me the story.
that experienced like Asian hate, Asian crime. I mean, here is a Korean Twitch streamer exposes a growing racism in Germany. This was a viral video. I've seen this video where a Korean woman
Yeah.
went to the Germany and is always live on Twitch,
Yeah.
and all of those German people goes to her live and then goes like this. So she y- they just show it like that, and the girl is always saying that, oh, that's racist, do not do that, that's racist, but they keep on doing it.
You know, some people just like to provoke, and I don't understand why.
Yeah,
That's
actually.
so horrible. That's a
Actually, but not
horrible,
all
horrible
the
thing.
Germans though. There are also
course
Germans
not.
that are like, I'm sorry for my comrades.
Yeah.
The other, it was a sweet no,
Yeah.
there was a sweet guy who said, I'm sorry that
That
my
this is
fellow
happening to you."
German people is racist to you, but not all Germans are like that. So you can come here in Germany.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I love Germany. To be very, very honest with you, I have no bad experiences in Germany. And so I can attest to that there are a lot of people that are just bad people.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that will genuinely support you and genuinely be there for you and genuinely be kind to you. And so
Yeah.
it's really on some find good people, you know, and ignore the haters, especially when you're online, because a lot of hate will come from people that are online. I remember I posted a TikTok not too long ago, like literally I think a month ago, and I received comments that said, oh, itim, charcoal, this, that. For no reason, unprovoked, this happened. There was another comment that said, oh, I made a video about like the Philippines and how people should visit. And someone commented and said, please don't invite more foreign germs here because we already have enough.
Oh.
These
We
are the-
need tourists.
Sorry,
That's how we
what?
fund our
You're
stupid.
like, we need money, bitch. Don't tell them to not come.
Don't tell them to not come. Girl, I'm a student
Yeah.
under tourism and hospitality
Oh, so you
management.
know.
I know
You
how
know.
how money runs in the Philippines. So we need those kind
We
of people.
need them. No, but
Just
it's
because you're racist doesn't mean that you don't want to you don't need like
oh,
the
your
foreigners.
advice is don't. You can be racist, but like
Yeah,
the money.
let them come.
Best they know.
No, but seriously,
Uh-huh.
seriously, do not do not let, how do I put this? Wag mong silang sabihin na wag papuntahin dito sa Pilipinas. Because to tell you honestly, it's more fun. It's really more fun in the Philippines.
It's cool here. It's a good place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Another-
other Pinoys are just like stupid shit.
Oh. Yeah.
I witness it.
Yeah.
As a fellow Filipino,
Yeah.
there are Filipino who are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I second that motion. Anyways, I have another comment that says, I have a dark toned friend in elementary school, and she was bullied and called what? Uling? What's uling?
Uli, charcoal.
Oh, she was damn. She was called Uling, but most of them liked her. I don't get this.
Can I read it?
No, I understood, but I don't get why you would say, "Oh, but they liked her." Why would you
Also,
attack
you just-
race
Also,
when
you
you
just
like the
ano,
person. I don't get it.
so
That
you're
is,
just teasing their insecurities or like their.
but that's a bad friend.
That is a bad
That's a
friend.
terrible friend. Why would you have a friend like that? I'm sorry. That is so
Maybe
stupid.
because she was just a child.
Children should learn. That's why I'm saying. That's why we're having this podcast. This podcast is to educate people that are growing and people that are grown. That when you have kids or when you grow up, learn to educate your children about what is right and what is not right. The same way
Yeah.
you educate them and say, "Hey, at the table you cannot spit and at the table you cannot run." You should
At the table,
educate
you
them.
cannot
You
use phone. At the table,
exactly
blah blah blah.
things like that. You should also
Yeah.
tell them, like, hey, when you go to school, they're people. I mean, they already grow up around people of color, and so you be like, hey, it's not okay to attack people's race. Explain race to them. Explain racism to them. Explain these hard things to them, because like a lot of people, not a lot of people, a lot of families will have taboo subjects that they literally will not touch. They won't teach their children what a vagina is because they think it's a dirty word. It's not. It's a part of the body, just like a leg, a knee, a toe is literally part of the body.
It's
And
literally
so
a body part.
teach them about racism the way you would teach them about regular things. There's nothing wrong with it. All you have to do is try and adapt it to their age. Obviously, don't use harsh words. Obviously, don't tell them terrible things that will give them nightmares. But at least, inform them of what they have and what they have to do and what they can't do in school. For
Yeah,
example.
this was the one I was trying to
Yeah.
tell you on the episode one,
Mm-hmm.
where when I have a child, when I like adopt or have a
Mm-hmm.
child, I will teach them everything that they need to know
Yeah.
normally, that are normal, like about the body parts
Yeah.
that are just normal and not like make them think that it's dirty. Oh my god, that's a sensitive topic now.
It's so sad. We should learn how to not censor things as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can censor them according to age, but like they're things that people just need to know. And also they will find out the internet is here. And that's how like I think I was kind of not protected, but like the internet helped me when I came to the Philippines because I knew that racism was a thing, not from parents, not from school, not from family members, but from the internet. And so I was aware of it. And so when I got here and I finally experienced it, because it wasn't straight on. It was after like a few weeks, a few months. That's when I started experiencing. That's when I started going out more. And so I had like that whole mentality that says, hey, even if they say these things to you, it's not a personal attack. It's about them. It's about their self-hatred. It's about what they think is wrong and right based on what was taught by them, by their ancestors, by their parents and everything. And so
Facts.
it's not something that you should take personally. And yeah. I have another comment
Bessie,
that
you're on
says,
fire today.
I mean, excuse me, sorry. Thank you.
You're on fire today.
Another comment,
Yeah.
bestie.
Go, bestie.
That is kind of similar to what I experienced the first 2 weeks of me being in the Philippines.
Let's go.
I witnessed inside the bus of the Philippines that there's a Filipino woman that was a teenager. Besides her was an American woman, a black woman. And all of a sudden, the teenage girl told the American black woman that she was not comfortable that the American woman sat next to her and that she should move. That's absurd. When I heard that, that's why I stepped in and I told her to not do that, and that's racist,
Thank
and that
you.
the girl is a visitor in our country, and to not put shame on our country as Filipinos, because Filipinos can be racist, but it is rare. And so
Thank you for that kind person who stood up.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're
'Cause,
a
like,
gem.
honestly, he is, because a lot of people will just watch these things happen and not say
Yeah.
anything. A lot of people will watch it happen and be cowards and just simply stay in their corner and whisper about it.
And whisper, oh, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
I
But like
wouldn't-
sometimes you have to intervene. Not sometimes, all the time. You have to try and intervene because these are people that like they already feel alone.
sometimes staying in silent is like you're giving the side to the criminal. Do you?
Right.
Yeah, I cannot put it in a good
Everything,
word.
I got you. Everything is an answer. Even if you stay in silence, that's an answer.
Yeah.
And so if something is happening and you don't step in, it kind of means that you're siding with this person and you don't want. Because
Yeah.
why aren't you stepping in? Don't you think it's wrong? If it were your daughter or your son going through what they went through, wouldn't you step in?
Yeah.
That's my question. You would.
Yeah,
And
I
so
would.
and so why is it so difficult for you to step up for someone else's daughter? They're in another country. They feel alone. They feel left out. And then it comes a little brat that says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable you sitting next to me. Can you please shift?" What does this person say? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed? I'm
You
not in
need
my
to
country.
step up.
I'm not
That's
in my
what you
country.
need.
Right.
Well, that's what you
people
need to
have
do.
to step up because how do I even feel when something like that happens to me? I come,
You feel so attacked
yeah.
that
And there's nothing you can do because
There's
if you
not-
talk, then you're scared of what might happen.
yeah.
You know?
Because
you never know how
you're
many
scared
people.
that maybe the people will gang up
Exactly.
to you.
Exactly.
And then like
Which has happened
maybe
before.
it could lead into physical.
Like altercations.
Yeah.
Correct. No, it's absolutely ridiculous. I have another comment about. I'm sorry. Am I going?
Let's go,
too hard? Do you
bestie.
want to go?
Let's go, bestie.
Okay.
You can go, bestie.
And I have another comment that says, I don't know, but my mom, my little sister, and some of my classmates don't really like black people. Like, what's wrong with black people? She's asking. And she says that, but this morning she saw a classmate of hers follow a black celebrity on Instagram, and she wasn't ashamed of it. And the classmate said, "Oh, who are the like?" Kind of complimented this black celebrity, like, "Ooh, who's that? She's pretty, blah blah blah." And she said, "My point is, it depends on the people. That there are many Filipinos that are good and many Filipinos that like are not so good. However, why is it that like black celebrities are praised, and then to other black people that come from like other places, they don't care, or they're treated like nonsense, like shit, basically? Why is it that her mom and her sister and her classmates don't like regular black people, but when it comes to people on social media or people that are
That's the same as
yeah.
that's the same as the LGBT people.
Ooh,
Yeah.
really?
A lot of Filipino doesn't like regular gay people, but they like rich gay people. They like vice ganda. They like other famous gay celebrities. Yeah.
But when it comes
But
to the
when it comes
regular
to the
folk, they're
regular
like,
ones,
ooh, that's a
like
sin.
doesn't have like the flying colors brain, like the achievements, the creativities and
Yeah.
such.
They'll shit on them,
Yeah,
basically.
basically.
Pick a side, people. Pick a side and don't cower from it. Like, honestly and truly, if you guys want to support. If you don't want to meddle, don't meddle. No one's telling you to beef with anyone. But don't be a hypocrite, because this is hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
You cannot tell me that you like let's say who's a good black person?
Beyonce.
You like Beyonce, and then you look at me in the bus and you scoot away. You cannot tell me that you like Rihanna's music and you're dancing to Rihanna's music, but when it comes to me, you look at me and you say, "Oh,
You ugly.
yeah." Basically.
Basically.
Basically, because they'll never actually say it. That's the thing.
They
They'll
never actually say it, but you can see it in their
You can
eyes.
see it. You can see
You
it.
can see it how they flinch.
But let me tell
You can
you
see it
something.
how they look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bestie.
What?
They'll never say it, right?
Yeah.
This person had the guts to say it.
Oh.
He said, I'm even assuming it's a he, I'm sorry. So they said, ha ha, these people are so fake. Mentioning the people on the comment section. These people are so fake, lol. Saying black people are beautiful and pretty. Black is considered dirty and ugly here, so don't be fake. Wag, and then I don't know what this means.
Huwag kayong plastic kung makalait kayo sa mga maitim ng baluga at negro tapos beautiful. Ha? Oh, wag kayong plastic kung makalait kayo sa mga maiitim ng baluga at negro tapos beautiful.
Yeah. And so basically,
Don't be fake when it comes to you saying that you're beautiful, but you're saying beautiful to the people that are like dirty skinned and like
Yeah.
dark skinned and everything.
And then this person laughed and said, ha ha
Mm,
ha
sorry,
ha.
not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. What do you feel about these people?
I feel like I want to like, that person.
I also want to.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's okay, no violence. Peace,
No.
and, peace and love. Peace and love.
We're here to educate,
Peace and,
right?
we're here to educate. It's fine.
But you know, if we see each other and then you do it to my friend, you do it to me, and then you know, you know, I'm about to educate you with my fist, you
Yup.
know.
Bestie.
Clink.
No, but for reals, for reals.
For reals,
no
for
violence,
reals.
but
I
like,
just don't get why there are Filipinos who think that black is dirty. They are dark. Look how
Rosy.
pearlescent that is.
well,
Look
I'm
how
ashy
luminous.
right now, but thank you. I didn't put lotion. So.
Look how luminous that skin is. Look how fair that skin is. Girl.
Thank you, girl. That's not the girl. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, but I'm gonna.
No, but for real, I like your skin too. All skin is beautiful.
All skin is
I don't know
beautiful.
why this
Like
has to
all
be-
bodies are swimsuit bodies.
Oh,
Like all.
continue.
Like, you know, basically everything.
Okay, I see you. I feel you. And then I'm gonna read maybe the last comment from mine.
Okay, go.
So, this person says, "What up, my N word? I remember this phase when my young, when I was younger. We have a rap group back then, and we approach ourselves like, hey, what's up, my N word? And it's a good thing, not hate for us."
That's because you do not know what the N word means. Like,
Hi.
they are so. I mean, how do I put this?
Hi.
Because there was a time where Filipinos are like so into rap culture because in the rap culture the N word is very much used.
Very used, yes.
Yeah. So they tend to like copy it. They tend to copy it without actually knowing what the word means, and so
But
they
a lot
think.
of them know what the word
Yeah.
means.
Yeah, actually.
It is 2023. You're telling me people in this day and age, even 10 years ago, people knew what this word meant. People use this word,
Oh no, there was a part of
despite-
my life that
yeah.
I didn't know about that N word.
but you learned how? With the internet.
Yeah.
Correct. Did anyone actually tell you? Like in person, did they sit down with you and say, hey, this is the history, or did you look it up?
I looked it up.
You see? This is what I mean. It's not my job to educate you. Really and truly, it's not. You have the internet. It is not my job anymore because I cannot go around from person to person telling people, hey, don't say this because of, and then give you the whole history of like why you shouldn't say it and how you say. You have the internet.
Yeah. Google is free.
Google is literally free, bestie.
Google is
Google
free,
is
bestie.
literally free.
Google
I
is free.
cannot. I can't stress this enough because you don't know how frustrating it is to have to, to have to explain to people that already know. Because a lot of them will ask you for explanations, but they already know the answer. They just want to get away with it.
Yeah.
They just want you to be like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. And then now that you explain, they do it to the next person and then they do it over and over again. And I've seen that happen multiple times.
My
It's
goodness. You know what?
true. What?
People are just stupid.
You know,
One word is enough for a wise man,
it is.
but
It really is.
a lot of men aren't not wise. Are not wise.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
We are trying to educate them.
yeah.
We're trying to let them know what this kind of what the right and wrong is, but they still do it. You know?
It's very true. I have a video, though, that I
Okay.
got from TikTok. Is it okay if I show the video? I have a video. Oh, without sound? Well, it has to be with sound because it's someone experienced.
Is it just like Explanation?
Yeah, just an
With
explanation.
doesn't have music?
No music on it.
Okay.
And so this video is about a black creator. I don't know if she's still in the Philippines.
But she was in the
She
Philippines.
was in the Philippines, and she is Filipino. She's half Filipino.
Okay.
And her name is Ruthie. And one of her videos went viral because she shared her experience here in the Philippines, debunking the concept that, racism isn't a thing. Yeah, the title is "I'm Not Welcomed in the Philippines." Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna play it for you guys, so you guys
put
can
it
listen
in
to
the
it.
mic.
I will put it on the mic. Give me a second. Ooh, let me just.
I wasn't and will never feel welcomed in the Philippines. For those that do not know, I'm half Nigerian and Filipino. I grew up being physically and verbally bullied in the Philippines
Do I have
for
to
being
start it
black and having shaved
Yeah,
hair.
do it again.
I wasn't and will never feel welcomed in the Philippines. For those that do not know, I'm half Nigerian and Filipino. I grew up being physically and verbally bullied in the Philippines for being black and having shaved hair. We moved to Australia when I was about 8 and decided to visit the family every December to do feedings and donations to the neighborhood. And every year I would experience the same racism and bigotry. I have not been in the Philippines for about 3 years, so I decided to go alone for 3 months thinking that I would be treated differently. Boy, was I wrong. It was only about a week into my vacation and my cat died, sadly. I was in fucking pain, and the best way to get rid of it is by buying snacks. Long story short, drivers saw me, stared at me, loudly called me the N-word, and laughed whilst pointing at me. Ever since that day, there hasn't been a moment where I don't hear people whispering the N-word every time I go out. Filipinos tend to worship Eurocentric features and those who are mixed with some type of white. But when it comes to anyone that is a shade darker than the expected standards, they are suddenly stigmatized. My TikTok For You page, a place where I feel happy to scroll through, has been filled with many whitening ads, people who are being bullied in the comments for being dark, and multiple people thirst trapping using whitening filters. I also went to the mall and I was offered whitening products in the same hour, and a woman tugged on my braids. When will this stop? It has been so hard for me to leave the house because now I know that everyone thinks I'm different. Fuck. And when I do leave, I feel a crazy amount of anxiety. My skin itches because I feel everyone's eyes on my skin. We need to wash out racism in this generation. But I won't even be alive to experience the appreciation of my biracial identity. There are no real advocates for black Asians, and it's disgusting. I bought a whole vlogging camera so that I could document our experience. But I don't even know how I feel about coming back after this experience.
Yeah.
That was a very,
her.
that was very hard video.
And most of the comments said, "You summarized my experience as a child and as a teen. And when you tell people about it, they say that you're just imagining and that it's not true." I can't tell you how many times I've shared my story with multiple people, and they've said, "Are you sure that, it happened that way? Are you sure that you're not like overreacting? Maybe they didn't mean it in that way. Maybe that's not how they said it."
No, why are you gaslighting people?
I'm telling you that it's
why
wrong.
are they gaslighting the people who experienced the
Exactly.
experience?
I honestly don't understand. Someone said, "I know the feeling. I'm half black and half colored, and my friend always makes racist remarks about my skin tone, and
See?
I'm sick of it." All the comments, all the comments are basically the same, and actually, I have my own experience here about racism.
Okay, bestie.
I'm sorry if I laugh. It's because that's just how I process, my emotions. With humor, and so.
Okay, bestie, this is an open space.
Is this a safe space?
This is a safe space,
got me,
bestie.
bestie.
The audience will be here for you.
So basically, during the pandemic, I went out because I had to pay some bills. I went to the bank and I was in a hurry, and I didn't have my face shield on, but I had my face mask. And there were areas where you've walked around when the pandemic area was thingy, not a pandemic area, when the pandemic rules were implemented. where you couldn't pass through certain areas anymore. So it has to be one way going this way and then one way coming this way, or places where you could cross, you couldn't cross anymore. And I sadly crossed where I shouldn't have crossed, where like it was blocked, but it was written in Tagalog. And so I didn't know what it meant. It was just a sign, and I didn't know what it meant, and so I crossed. These people told me, people that helped around, so they're reinforcers of these laws. They helped around, and they were like, you can't cross here. And I was like, I'm in the middle of the road. I can't, if I go back, it's dangerous. So I have to keep crossing and keep going. I can't just run back because the sign says you can't cross here. I won't come back this way, but let me pass. And so I did. The person that told me to not cross there got mad. And when I came back from the bank, he kind of followed me. So did other women. So there were 6 other women followed me to the cab, which I was getting a cab to go back home. And they asked me where my face shield was. And I was like, I left it home. And they were like, why did you leave it at home? I was like, what do you mean? I forgot it. No, you can't get into this taxi if you don't have a face shield. I said, okay, fair enough. But like, I already have a mask on and this is enough. They're like, no, you can't get out of the taxi. And so there were, imagine 6 women, 2 banging on the front, some on the window, banging at the back. And the taxi driver even got scared. He was like, can you please just, get down because they're going to ruin this car and it's a company car and blah, blah, blah. And while they were banging the door and screaming, they started screaming racial slurs at me. They were like, oh, get out of here, you nigga. Everything that you do here is steal people's jobs. Like, what are you black people doing here anyways? See? I was like, how does this have to do with race? What does this have to do? Like, what does race have to do with me not having a face shield? These are people that take everyday situations and find a way to be violent towards you just because of your race and use it against you, even if it has nothing to do with the situation.
Yeah, that's how I know. That's how the people. That's how the people inside the law uses it against you.
And so
they find something wrong that you did. I mean, basically, you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not have a face shield on.
Yeah. But that is not the reason to come against you.
They
to come against your
bestie.
Your race.
Ooh,
to come against your
child.
skin.
They banged on the door, they banged on the window, they started screaming. I said, I will not respond until you lower your tone because I'm a human being. I'm not someone that you should talk to like this. They said, you're a human being, you're garbage. What do you think you are? You're in our country, you're gonna respect us, you're gonna do this and that. I said, I'm sorry, because I'm in your country, it means you should treat me like shit. They said, who are you? Who do you think you are? Get out of the car. And they were all so violent towards me. And I felt so unsafe because these are people that are supposed to keep me safe.
Yeah.
These are the people that are supposed to help, and they were against me. These are the people that are supposed to, be by my side if something happens, and now I'm scared of them. So I slowly got out of the car. I was like, listen, I'm not trying to get into any trouble. I understand that I don't have any face shield on. Where can I get a face shield? Where can you get a face shield? What do you mean, where can you get a face shield? Go and buy the face shield. They spoke to me in the most horrible manner.
That is very frustrating.
Honestly, they kept repeating the fact that the sentence, oh, you black people only come here to steal people's jobs. And I was like, this has nothing to do with the face shield.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with the face shield. Why is this being...
It doesn't have to do
like,
anything.
I didn't do anything to you. So I got the face shield. I said, I spoke to the woman that was the most calm, but honestly, they were all super, super rude. They kept adding a number for some reason. I know that they were 6 at first, but a lot more started coming. And how, of course they were shorter than me, but imagine a group of people just around you, just bullying you. Like, what if one of them had a knife? Like, I don't want to even think about the bad things that might happen. Might have happened.
That is very, very scary.
Exactly. And then
worst case scenario, they will attack you physically.
What if that happened? That's what I'm trying to say. If you ignore the fact that racism is a thing, then people have to go through this every single day and no one knows about it. No
Yeah.
one, no one, because no one has the courage to even talk about it. No one has the courage to even complain about it. How am I supposed to talk if when I tell you something, oh no, are you sure that happened? Are you sure that's the way it happened? How am I supposed to open up about something if you won't even believe me?
See?
If you won't even acknowledge
Yeah.
that it's real, that it happens in the Philippines, how am I
Yeah.
supposed to do that?
It's because their minds are so clogged up that it's not real.
Yeah. It's difficult.
And the reason why we're here, this episode, is for you guys to to know that racism is really real, colorism is real, and discrimination against
Any person of
any
color.
person to be in fact.
Any person of color, really and truly, we go through a lot, and you will only understand when you leave the country and have to be an expat yourself, when you have to be a tourist yourself. Yeah, but that's a little bit of what I went through. In fact, there are a lot more examples, teachers, friends that have called me the N word and told me a bunch of other horrible, horrible things. And, we'll discuss it some other time. But for now, I think our time's up.
Yeah.
And it was a good podcast. It wasn't
It was
as fun.
That's fun, but this was a very educational
It was
podcast,
educational.
So if you guys would experience this kind of discrimination, just call them out. Call them out.
Definitely call him out.
Yeah, a lot of people will to your side, but there are people that will go against your side.
What's our next
But-
episode, bestie?
But for certain, both of us will go to your side when you call out a person.
Yes, we got you.
We got you. We got you. I
What's
got
our
you.
next episode?
Our next episode is about abortion. Is it yay or nay?
Oh my God. Why did we choose these topics?
I
Back
don't
to
know,
back.
bestie.
Why did this happen?
Yeah.
Anyways, bestie, thank you so much for watching. Send us your opinions,
Your opinions
on
and
TikTok,
experiences.
Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, you can follow me on all my social media platforms at Josh Galero on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, basically everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
At
follow
Josh
me
Galero.
at Melly Chi, Melly_Chi on TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube randomly it's Melly Safe Space. I will change it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and that's it.
That's it. Bestie. This is me once again. This is Joshy.
This is Melly Chi.
And now, Bestie, we have served some tea.
Clink. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Mwah.
everyone.
Bye. Sinech ite.
We do the talk.
Inside Talk. Sinech ite.
We do the talk.
Inside Talk. Sinech ite.